Going, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Let me just make sure I got my webcam going. All right, here we go. Awesome. Okay, so I'm back at it. I was out of town for a few weeks, and the internet I had was not good enough to stream. But the work continued. By the way, I was in Mexico, and I set up Starlink at the house I was at, and it's actually really good. So if you are in a rural area somewhere in the world and you want to try Starlink out, I'd say it's worth it. So let me know who's in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me, and we'll get started. Today will be relatively quick. I have one thing I want to show you, and then just a quick little other updates about coupons and stuff like that. But generally, it'll be a fast day today. Okay, so jumping into it, let me create a new product here. I have this test product with kind of like a silly little picture. So let's just do like Nike shoes. I won't even. Oh, right. Let's go like this. Let's copy these. Okay, we can go here. Okay, so we'll just do, maybe I'll do a gallery. Let's just do a couple of these. It'd be better to do a couple. Hello, Sam. How are you? Glad you're here. What image do I already have? The one that goes left. Okay, so I'll add a couple images here for the gallery just so we can preview what that looks like inside of the product block. Let's do a price of 25. Category, let's just do like men's or something. And let's do a description. Okay. That looks good. And then what we can do here is go to the product page. So this is sort of like our first iteration of the product block that we've created. So right now I have Kadence installed in this. So there's some Kadence row layouts. But what you can do is you'll see product here. This is a North Commerce product. I'll come in here to browse all. And then you'll see the North Commerce blocks here. So we have product title. We have all of these individual product assets or like sub blocks that make up a product. But if I click on just product here, it'll create a template for that. So there's some placeholder stuff in here because there's no product selected. But if I was to select the product block itself, then I'll be able to select a product. So let's do the Nike shoes. I can confirm that. And here I have the title, the category, the price, and the description. And this one has no product variations. That's where you would see like the size and stuff. Maybe I'll add that. We can see what that looks like. But here we have the product image, and we have different. Oops. I don't know why that's doing that. Different settings here. So you can adjust these things here if you want to make them bigger or smaller. And then there we go. There's different there are different layouts for the gallery as well. You can just hide those if you wanted to. And then here we have all of the children elements of the product block. So we have the title, we have the taxonomy, so category, we can add a tag if we wanted to, or switch it to tags if you want to display tags. Yeah, I guess you could duplicate it and have product and tags. We could even like group them together and then have them side by side. So there's all sorts of things we can do with the block editor. We have the base price and the compare price. So this will also be like, if that particular product's on sale, then you would be able to see those as well. Product controls, the variations, the description, and then the button. And if you wanted to add another button, you could always do that as well. We could add different buttons for different things. So, view product, add to cart. We can update the text to say like, save for later or whatever. And then we can set up different actions here. So like with North Commerce, like what we'd be able to do in the future is if like you want to add to a wish list or something, like then you could have like a certain action that's like wish list or add to cart or subscribe or something. So like maybe we want to have an add to wish, an add to cart, and then maybe it's like subscribe and save. And then we would use the alternative price or whatever for subscriptions, or it would just be the same price. Subscribe with a B. And so that looks great. There's so you also be able to rearrange any of these things within any layout you want. You can move them. You can move them into different columns. So if I wanted the product title to be with the above the product image, you could do that as well. So what you'd expect to happen in any sort of editor with these children elements. Maybe I want to put the category under there, and then right now what you'll see here is there's very minimal like settings. So we have color. We could choose the theme color from your theme, and change the size of the text and all that stuff. And sort of our decision is to start minimally, and then from there just start to add as community members start to request certain things. And so it's better to like start small and not have any like unneeded bloat, because we realize like, oh, like people don't need this and that when we thought we did, or there was one really random use case where we added this and it's really not that common. And so so that's sort of why we're starting more minimal. And then as all of you guys start to request certain features or certain things, then you would have that option as well to just say, okay, cool, so let's add those. I think more and more people are starting to use block editor builders like Gutenberg or Quickly, or just the raw like out of the box block editor as well. With 6.3 just coming out, we have a lot more options and there's a lot more to do. So I suspect we'll see more and more people getting into the block editor and then having a little bit more experience, and then having some more opinions about what they'd want to see in custom blocks as well. So so that looks really great. Something we could do is I'll just save that, but then I could go back here to like what do I have on the home page on this demo site here? Okay, so I have this is like the North Commerce homepage. So like let's imagine this is, let me actually show you this. Let me show you this. Let's see. North Commerce blog. So we should be able to do this. I haven't tested this yet, but I don't see why we shouldn't be able to do this. So in our most recent blog post, I have a list of really great landing pages if you wanted to take a look at those. And I think TensoT does a good job of this, or I'll select a couple here. Let's try Skin Farm too. Okay, so TensoT has at the top of the page sort of this product hero that shows the product title, the reviews, descriptions, some additional like features and benefits, and then you can add to cart from here. Skin Farm does the same thing. It's a beautifully designed landing page, and then here you have like this, product gallery, and then the title, the reviews, and then buy now. So you're able to just buy this particular product directly from this landing page. With our blocks, what you're able to do the same thing. So let's say, for example, I want to add, I'll add a row layout here, and we'll do that. And then from here, I can add a product, and then I'll select the product. Confirm. And so, so I'd fix the width a little bit, but basically, let's see, actually, yeah. But basically what you'd be able to do is you'd be able to create these landing pages for a particular product, and then inside of that landing page, you would be able to add your product here. And from there, you would just, you'd have the option to add to cart, and you could add any other sort of customizable copy or information or whatever about the product on any page, and then you could drive traffic to this page, just like they're doing like with Skin Farm or with TensoTrial, with the TensoT, and then have that all there. So in theory too, we'd be able to also add a just an add to cart button. So if we, like, for example, let's do this. I think we'd be able to do this as well. So if I was to duplicate this, and I just wanted to have the add to cart button, I think that should work. Delete blocks. And then you would still have the product here. So the product is still Nike shoes. And then the IDs should live there, and then you'd have the add to cart button. So here we could center it. I could probably remove this column, and then in here you would have like this add to cart button. And then what I could even do is, I'm pretty sure I could like set this section, maybe sticky settings. I could make this sticky, and then wherever this is, I could set this to then just like stay at the bottom of the page here. So I fudged that up a little bit, but that's okay. And then you could, so on scroll, that would remain sticky, and you would have that same effect. I guess it doesn't show it in the editor. So that's some cool things we can do with our blocks. I think as we start to finalize like the final structure of everything, we'll create a lot of these patterns so that you guys could use them directly in your block editor themes, or if you're using Cadence or whatever quickly, you'd have those as options. And so we're finishing up the product block. We have, let me show you these. So we have our product block, and then all the elements of the product block. We have a product gallery, we have a product slider, and tab gallery, and then a product grid. So this is stuff that we've shown you already. I've shown you already in the in other videos. So here's kind of all the the variations of those, and then the next thing we would do is work on our checkout block so that you can customize whatever elements you want on the checkout, like the checkout template, and from there, then we'd work on the cart and get all that done. So that's gonna be like the biggest things that we're working on right now, and if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I know I've kind of just been going off right now on a lot of these examples, but let me know if you have any thoughts or questions in the chat. I'll give the stream a second to catch up. And if you haven't already, what am I typing here? If you haven't already checked out the blog, we have all of our updates are available on the blog for the lives that I do, and then I'm starting to create more resources for you guys. So like this, the landing page inspiration, so you can go through all of these, and then if you haven't also seen the changelog, you'll have an opportunity to request features and vote for features, and you can see sort of like what the most voted are as well, and what we'll be working on next. So that's a great place to request things as well. Any questions or anything? I see a few people in here, but pretty quiet today. That is all right. I'm excited about the progress. We also just finished up our single page checkout form block as well. I still need to do a little bit of testing on that before I like officially showed it off. But I'll make an update either this week and then record a video, or I'll show you next week on the live as well. So that'll be nice. So you'll be able to create a single page checkout form on a sales page, and then if you want to add order bumps or whatever, then you'll be able to add an order bump to that as well, and then check out. So if there's no comments or questions or thoughts, then I'm gonna wrap things up here. Always feel free to go to northcommerce.com and you can chat with us here, or if you're in the Discord community, then you're more than welcome to talk in Discord. I'm always around in Discord. I'll let this catch up a little bit, just in case I don't miss anyone. All right, guys, I appreciate this. We're making some really great progress, and I'm excited for all of you guys to start building with North. A couple things, actually. One last thing I want to go over really quick. So we're starting to build some stores for some people. Some people in the community have also started building some stores, and so if you want to build your next store with North, I'd love to help any way that I can. And so send me a message, and I'd love to contribute however I can, or help fix some bugs or whatever needs to happen as we start to really start to get everything ready for production for North Commerce. And so so let me know. And Sam, everything looking good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. No questions from me. No problem. Well, I appreciate everyone joining today. And if you're watching the replay of this, feel free to leave a comment on the YouTube video, and I'd love to hear your feedback.